The ancient Philippine archipelago was a dense expanse of rainforests, mountains, and volatile coastlines. For the early societies navigating this environment, the canopy above and the soil below were alive, breathing, and constantly watching. Modern pop culture tends to group local folklore into broad categories. You often hear about the aswang, which is an umbrella term for shape-shifting creatures, or the encanto, referring to enchanted human-like beings. Look across the archipelago's more than 140 distinct ethnic groups, however, and you find a highly specialized biological catalog of entities. These figures do not haunt abandoned houses or hide under beds. They are bound strictly to the physical elements of the region, to the soil, to the water, and to the air. To untangle this massive web of folklore is to see exactly how pre-colonial societies made sense of a brutal physical world. By encoding ecological rules into terrifying biological forms, these myths kept humans cautious, respectful, and alive in a highly dangerous ecosystem. The deep woods and towering mountains form the first major realm. In these dense spaces, mythology established strict physical boundaries to keep humans from wandering far into dangerous territory. Take the capre. This creature is described as a massive, muscular giant standing 7 to 9 feet tall. It makes its home high up in the branches of massive acacia and bolete trees, quietly smoking and observing any humans who pass below. Then there is the tikbalang. It has the head and hoofs of a horse attached to a bony humanoid frame. Its limbs are so disproportionately long that when it squats down in the brush, its knees actually reach above its head. These beings belong to a broader classification known as lamang lupa, which translates to earth dwellers or spirits of the soil. To avoid disturbing them, a traveler must utter the phrase tabi tabi po, meaning excuse me, before crossing mounds of earth or dense thickets. These earthbound giants enforced a strict code of trespassing. They reminded ancient societies that the deep woods belonged to the forest itself, and humans were only temporary, highly vulnerable guests. Moving out from the dense forests, we reach the expansive coastlines and river systems. Here, the water provided immense, necessary life, but it also delivered sudden, catastrophic wrath. The Siokoi embodies this alien environment perfectly. It is a bipedal, green-skinned humanoid covered in scales, sporting webbed limbs and fins. Its anatomy is a direct biological reflection of the murky, unpredictable depths. The true scale of the ocean's power is captured by the Bakunawa. According to Bicolano and Panay myths, she began as a beautiful sea goddess before transforming into a magnificent, colossal dragon-like serpent. This celestial model shows the Bakunawa interacting with planetary bodies. Driven by anger, the massive serpent rises from the ocean to swallow the moons. For coastal societies, this narrative provided a direct mechanical explanation for massive tidal shifts, sudden floods, and lunar eclipses. By personifying the sudden disasters of the sea, early populations were able to rationalize and prepare for the uncontrollable volatility of the ocean. And finally, we ascend into the atmosphere. The open sky represented a realm of unpredictable weather and immense cosmic awe, far beyond the reach of any human. The Manananggal delivers a highly visceral, localized terror from above. It separates entirely from its lower body, sprouting large wings from its upper torso to fly into the night and hunt unsuspecting victims. Scale that threat up to a cosmic level, and you get the Minokawa. This is a dragon-like bird with mirrors for eyes and razor-sharp steel for feathers. It lives in outer space and is massive enough to devour the sun itself. Whether stalking a single village or threatening the entire solar system, these airborne beasts embodied the ultimate, uncontrollable forces of nature. They highlighted the complete vulnerability of humans to the overarching mechanics of day, night, and weather. When we step back and look at the deep soil, the crashing waves, and the open sky together, a distinct pattern emerges. These creatures functioned as a highly effective pre-scientific explanatory framework. This diagram shows a vector schematic of a human figure with an abstract parasitic shape attached to the digestive system, representing the mangalo. In ancient folklore, These malevolent goblins cause death by consuming the bowels of their victims. Before modern medicine tracked microscopic infections, the Mangalo provided a logical framework to explain sudden disease and the corruption of bodily humors. Bodily humors refer to the ancient medical concept that human health was governed by the balance of distinct fluids inside the body. As the schematic shifts, it models another physical mechanic, the intumbangal. These are two colossal, intertwined male and female snakes resting beneath the Earth's crust. When they move, they cause tectonic shifts and earthquakes, and when they pant, they generate violent storms. Together, this entire system of creatures created a comprehensive, interconnected map. It gave ancient populations a tangible way to navigate, measure, and survive a highly volatile and dangerous physical world. The Tikbalang, the Kapre, and the Bakunawa functioned as the Philippines' ultimate ecological guardians. They proved that early societies viewed nature not as a dead resource waiting to be extracted, but as a living, breathing entity demanding absolute respect.